It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're with your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on SABC3. It's time for us to focus on coughs now, because we know that that's what everyone's going through, most people at the moment. We know a common symptom of catching a cold is a cough, along with a runny nose, scratchy throat, and headaches. But sometimes that nasty cough seems to hang around even weeks after recovering from the cold. And we chat this morning to Dr. Fezile Mkhize on how to deal with those lingering coughs. Dr. Mkhize, good morning.
Hey guys, always good to see your beautiful faces. How are you today?
Very good. Thankfully, no lingering coughs here, despite the season. Let's get to the heart of this. So we've had our flu, our cough, we've recovered, yet sometimes that lingering cough just hangs around. Why is that?
You're right, it is the season for it, and we are in the throes of this pandemic, so it is very good for us to be informed. We generally talk about the upper airway and the lower airway. We kind of differentiate with some anatomy down by the throat, but predominantly you have your lungs being the lower, and then you have everything up in your head and just about halfway from your neck being your upper. And when you get a viral infection, what essentially happens, especially in those first 1 to 3 days, you have that incubation period. That's when the virus is multiplying and replicating. And when that's happening, your immune system's kicking in. And generally, you have the first responders going in there, trying to make sure that they get a handle on that infection. And what happens is there's multiple signals that go out throughout your entire body. It's just not specified to one area within the respiratory system. So when you have that period in your body, you generally have that response happening for 3 weeks, most people, and can be anything more than 3 weeks for other people. And the big differentiator when we're talking about a lingering cough, because everybody wants to know a time frame, if you are having a cough that's still there without the major symptoms, your fever, your general body aches, your tiredness, just that cough, for up to 3 weeks having had a history of those, then we talk about a cough that's post-viral, post-infective, cough that's still there. And then we have that 3-week period where it's actually happening because your body has a hyper response to that infection. Your immune system is still very much vigilant and aware. It's doing all of the things it needs to do to make your body extra sensitive to anything that might be in the airways. So you end up coughing because of it.
So having said that, Doctor, are we still contagious in the phase of a lingering cough?
Generally, when we talk about being contagious, you would be contagious with symptoms, but we talk about a tapering effect. So you're most contagious generally within the first 24 hours, even when you don't know that you have the cold because you don't have the symptoms, your body's still mounting a response, and then you gradually come down. And we talk about you being probably the least contagious you will be 5 days after the initiation of your symptoms. But when we talk about that, the post-viral cough, it's generally not very contagious in terms of the phase that you're in, but there's still a percentage of being contagious to the general population. So we always just say, when you're coughing, adhere to the same protocols and rules that we always do.
We know that when it comes to viruses that it is quite tricky to treat, but if we're moving out of that initial phase of treatment, and as you say, the major symptoms have started to subside and we're just left with the cough, how do we treat that? Can we treat that lingering cough?
Definitely, and we like to call it a self-limiting cough. So we say that up to 2 months, people will generally get better, and we have percentages for those time frames. But if we're just talking about the cough, it's more a symptom thing, because when you're sleeping at night, you don't want to be waking up because you're coughing, because you're extra sensitive to the air.
Sure.
So we talk about general measures that you'll have. So a humidifier is always a good idea, making sure that the air moisture, because the dry air can actually end up being quite irritating to the airway. The airway does like a certain amount of moisture when you're actually breathing in. Try stay away from cold fluids. Those can also be a bit of an aggravator for a lot of people. And a big thing is to make sure that you're also getting enough sleep. We talk about things like cough syrups. They have pseudoephedrines, kind of very similar to decongestant. It's actually a decongestant, and you also have antihistamines. And these can be gotten over the counter, and you can speak to your pharmacist, and they'll generally know what would help you.
Well, what about exercising, Dr. Fez? Should we be exercising and doing our normal sort of active routines when we have a cough?
I always say, especially in that time, up to that 2 months, try very low intensity workouts. You can go for long walks, you can sit and meditate, those things I say help you a lot more because your body is still in a point where it's reacting. So I always say, take it a bit easy. Don't think about it as how soon can I get back to running my marathon or doing hundreds of push-ups, but just kind of recalibrate your body and generally after that 2-month period, or you can even say 6 weeks, you'll feel that you're feeling a lot better and you're normal, and that cough is the big thing. If that's also gone away, then you are more than welcome to get back to your regimen.
A little self-care goes a long way. Maybe let me take it to a more negative extreme. What happens if this cough doesn't go away? At what point can you become a little bit nervous and then go out and actually seek professional advice? When do we kind of draw the line that it could be something more serious?
We say anything from 3 to 8 weeks is the time period. We say, okay, it's still a lingering cough. It's probably because of that infection and it will resolve itself, self-limiting as it were. Up to that point, when we move into the 2-month mark, so after 8 weeks, then there is potentially an issue. That's when we say, okay, you can come in, we need to do a workup, we need to see if there's anything that's occurred or if there's a problem that's going on that we now need to kind of isolate and see how we can help you. And you can also look at it in the light of if your cough is getting worse, during that time period, that can also be an indicator for you to come and seek health advice from a medical practitioner.
Thank you so much, Doc. Always an absolute pleasure connecting with you because you're able to simplify these very grand ideas in a way that, to be so, I can understand. But thank you so much, man. And all the best, as we say every time we speak. Stay safe, most importantly, and stay sane in these crazy times. But great to connect with you.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. And more importantly, thank you for everything that you do. I've had patients coming in just telling me how they've benefited so much from these informative segments. So thank you from my side and for the country.
Well, this was brought to you by Dialinked Junior, a cough syrup specially formulated for alleviating coughs in young children. Dialinked Junior is sugar and alcohol free and recommended for children 2 years and older. Dialinked Junior clears a wet cough and thins and loosens chest mucus, suitable for children from the age of 2 years.